My name is Kelly, and this is me with my husband, Colonel. And I have two children, Cypress and Delani. I also have a pet ferret named Bandit, and she's a little bit naughty. When my children were very young, we decided to move to Japan. Well, not really move, but we spent a summer in Japan. After our summer in Japan, we returned to the United States, and about a year or so later, we flew on a plane to China. We lived in a country place in China, actually two places. The first place was called Jingzhou, and the second place was called Shangzhou. While I was in China, I studied Mandarin Chinese in Shanghai. I was an English teacher in China for 5 years, and then I returned back to the United States. On my way back, I had a layover in South Korea, and it was a very quick, overnight kind of stay. We went on some tours, but everything was pretty much closed, so I didn't really get to enjoy much. When I returned back to the States, I moved my family to New Mexico, and there I took care of a bunch of children who had bad homes. And I took part in the 4-H program where I got to shear sheep and goats and pigs. I did that for about a year, and my children were then old enough for me to start reconsidering returning to school. I decided to go to the University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, Virginia. While there, I majored in historic preservation. I also had developed at that time a love for cemeteries, so I worked as a cemetery preservationist, helping to preserve and restore African American cemeteries. So, unlike some people, I didn't take the traditional route to college. Most people go to high school, and then immediately after graduating from high school, they go to college. I tried that, but it didn't quite work for me. In my first year of college, I decided to leave school because it wasn't the experience I was looking for. And I started a family. So all these experiences I just shared with you were the decisions and the choices I made after starting a family. So in some ways, I took a non-traditional route to get back to school. And that's why now I'm considered a non-traditional student, because at the age of 41, I am now a senior getting my bachelor's degree in historic preservation. So I have learned that just because society says there is a way you're supposed to do something, that might not be the way that works for you. And this way that I chose, it works for me, and things are really falling into place. So sometimes it's more important to do what's best for you than to do what everybody else tells you.